Hey there everybody, it's me. Been kind of busy lately with school and work and everything, but I want to try to get some of my reviews for the last few games I played. I'm probably not going to do every game I've played over the last couple months because I have played quite a few. The year is starting to wind down for me. I'm only going to be playing a few more games this year just because of how tight money is. But I'm going to try to play all the good ones. I've been renting a lot, but instead of doing one video per game, I'm probably going to try to compile a few games into one just to try to make us a couple videos rather than like 6 or 7. But gonna start off today. Gonna actually bring you the two that I had the unboxing video. Try to do the film footage of. That's gonna be first off. I'm gonna start with Vanquish, then go to Fallout. This game right here is pretty much everything they said it was gonna be. It's a very high-paced, very fast third-person shooter. I got about I think 6 videos up right now of actual gameplay footage. As some of you know, I had issues with copyrights where I couldn't get the whole game up. But I actually like this game. It started actually was weird because originally there was 2 games I was looking at. It was this and Quantum Theory. Quantum Theory was a game I really wanted to try. I was looking forward to, and I kind of figured Vanquish was just going to be a throw-aside game, not really that important. Well, went and played the demos for both. Quantum Theory sucked. This was actually a really good game. I did play Quantum Theory. I rented it. I probably won't touch on that in a review, but let's just say it's not worth a buy. Honestly, I wouldn't even rent it. It's not a very well made game. Just put it there. Back to Vanquish. Like I think I said in a couple of the other videos, it plays a lot like Gears of War. It's got that same feel of you got the big hulking characters kind of hunched over. Your guns are a lot better, I think. They're a lot more powerful. You have the different guns. Some are really good, like the rocket launcher, of course, is always a great gun. But I pretty much stuck with the assault machine gun the whole time, or the heavy machine gun. The shotgun was actually a very well-made shotgun. Usually shotguns don't have an effect on characters other than either you kill them or you don't. In this game, even if you had a huge mech coming at you and you used a shotgun, it usually knocked them back, and they weren't able to keep attacking you. That's actually what a shotgun should do. If it doesn't kill somebody, knock them back. So it's more realistic in that way. It is extremely fast-paced, and once you get the controls down, which admittedly can take a little while, I got them down pretty quick in my playthrough because of the fact of I played the demo a few times. There's different little tricks to try. You learn how to beat each character differently. Even some of the big mechs that are the same can be beat in different ways, which just adds to the gaming experience. Altogether, graphically, a very nicely done game. Just even looking at Sam, the main character's suit at times was really good because you actually got little pieces of the suit were actually moving separately from him. So it's like every little change. The way the guns were all the same thing, but it transformed into another gun. That was interesting. Very detailed environments, however, they were very bland at the same time because they weren't very different. I mean, there were some differences, but for the most part, it was just really 1 or 2 environments is kind of done with a little bit different look. Sound quality, the ambience noises are great. The gun noises are really well. Mech noises sound good. The voice acting is absolutely terrible. You got these big, gruff, deep, gravelly voice people that you always hear. It was just a little overdone. But that wasn't really a breaking point. It is short. It's about 5 to 6 hours, even on the harder difficulties. I did play it on the top difficulty. I haven't beat it yet, and that one is taking a little bit longer because it is truly a lot harder game. This is a difficult game. Even when I played on the easy mode to try to get through it real quick and be ready to do my review, the easy mode was even really not that easy because every boss has a one-hit kill. They can, if you don't dodge it, they'll beat you. Like I said, the sound quality, the voice acting was pretty bad. It's short. Those are pretty much my 2 biggest gripes about this game. I'm going to probably be keeping this game. It's a game I'll probably go back and play again sometime. Like I said, I still want to finish the hard mode, so I will be at least keeping it for a while. But final verdict in this game, I'm going to actually give it, I'm going to have to say a 7. As good as the game is, I can't give it more than a 7. If it was a longer game, maybe give you an 8 to 10 hour experience like a normal game would. It's probably an 8, 8.5. I don't think it's a 9 by any means. I think probably an 8 is the highest I'd go. But right now it's a 7. I would say rent this because it is short unless you really know you want to play it a lot. And I know people out there are like, oh, how easy is it to get trophies or achievements. Well, you get plenty of them throughout the game. I'm not a huge trophy person. In fact, I've never gotten 100% on any of them. I don't really care. But if you're somebody that looks for trophies, you're going to get a lot of easy ones in here. I don't know if it's an easy platinum because I've never done it. So that's just that. Now on to the next game, which was probably one of the most anticipated by a lot of people this year, is Fallout New Vegas. I'm just going to start off saying, if you liked Fallout 3, buy this game. Buy it. It's just a great game. Well done. If you liked Fallout 3, it takes all the good elements and improves on just about all of them. Yes, there's a lot of bugs, some very annoying to the point where you actually have to restart the game to even be able to continue. However, graphically it looks really nice. Say you're not a big fan of the first-person shooter, well, you can actually go into third person like you could with Fallout 3, and it doesn't look terrible. It actually looks somewhat decent, though the running animations are a little canned, and it's just not that great. It's a better first-person experience. It's a great RPG. The leveling up system, however, it seems a little too easy. I seriously didn't even do a story mission, and I was already at level 26 before I even went into actually the New Vegas Strip. The level cap's 30. I was at 26 before I even did story missions because I did all the side missions. So it levels up pretty quickly. I imagine when the DLCs, which I did buy this for Xbox, the DLCs have been announced for Xbox, but they're saying right now they do not have them in the works for PlayStation, though you know eventually they will have them. Hopefully they'll up the level cap then. So, like I said, it's a very good game. You got basically 4 ways you can go. You can be an independent, you can go with the NCR, you can go with the Legion, which is essentially just the all-around bad guy, but you can see bad in everybody in this game. But the Legion, there's really no good. Or you can go with Mr. House, who is supposedly the runner of, or not supposedly, he is the runner of New Vegas. Just flat out, this was a good game. Nice weapons, nice sound effects, good voice acting. They actually get real actors, not just regular voice actors. They actually get real actors to come in and do the voice work on this. Play solid. Like I said, there are glitches. At times it can be a little bit frustrating. Some of the mutants are a little harder than they should be to kill, but I guess in a way that actually adds a little more realism. Massive game. It's a very large map. You can go anywhere you want to go and do a lot with that. Besides that, yeah, it looks nice, sounds good, gameplay's fun. It is long. I'm on my second playthrough at the time, probably put about 40 hours into it, trying to just really take my time on it. Playing through it, trying to beat the game, I probably spent 45 to 50 hours. That's a lot. That's a huge game. If you really get into this game, you play all the side missions. Well, you can't do every side mission because it depends on who you ally with. But say you do as many as you can. You take your time. You don't rush through any of these. You actually walk places rather than use all the fast travel, which is a great game just to walk through. There's some interesting, especially there's a couple perks if you pick. You get some like crazy stuff that happens in the game. It's really cool. But you can essentially get easily 60 hours out of this. In fact, my first playthrough may have been 60 hours, but I'm going to say it's probably more like 50. You're going to easily get 60 hours out of this if you take your time. Combining both my playthroughs, I'm well over 100 already. You look at that, that's more than less than $1 per hour of gameplay right there. You know you're going to get more DLCs for this. That's phenomenal. It's just a great game. And quite honestly, this right here is now a contender for Game of the Year for me. Do I think it's going to win? Probably not, but it easily will go into the top 5. A shoo-in for top 10. I really enjoyed it. It actually surprised me because Fallout 3 was a game it took me over a year to really get into. I did finally beat it, but I didn't like it at first. It was like a game that was too slow. This one right here starts off right away, and it's just not a high pace. It's actually a very slow building game, but you start off with action right away, and I got hooked, and I didn't want to put it down. I obviously have since moved on and played other games, but I say this is a buy. Get it. No questions asked. It's good to go as is. The collector's edition, as you saw when I unboxed, it was actually very cool. There's some cool stuff there. Will I trade this game in? maybe one day. I still have Fallout 3 because it's a long game I might go back to. However, there's a chance that I probably will trade in now that I have this. I doubt I'll ever go back to Fallout 3. But this is a fun game. Buy it. And when you do, unlock the side character Boone to follow you. He's badass, and he's one of the best game characters of all time. Later, I'll be back in a little while with some more reviews. Have a good one.